folks, this is Purtle PCS from the Interstellar Index on Facebook. My name is Klaus, and this video is dedicated to my friend Chet from the Interstellar Index, who is very good at multi-tool hunting, and now we decided I will explain you how to find these multi-tools. So usually you want to go for the S-class that will offer you the most in damage potential and scanner range by default. So that would be the white lines in this case, and the yellow lines are the ones that you add by equipping special modules to your device. So next you want to know is about the classes. There is C, B, A, and S in this order, being ranked to be better. So you will head for the S class. So most likely you will find cabinets on these planets, and on the cabinets are in minor settlements on the planet, and there's one on the space station. So if you approach the space station, and it doesn't matter where you came, if you came through a portal or teleporter or you just warped here, the first thing you will see is the seat of the space station, wherever you are in the space station or on the planet, in an A or S cabinet. So if you are lucky, you will find the S cabinet in the space station. That would make the search easy for you. Half lucky you would be if there's an A class, and everything else, B or C class, you're just out of luck in this case, as I am here. So this is a C class that doesn't help me in the first place. So there are 3 planets in the system, so there are 4 multi-tools available for the S class. The one that spawns in the space station, where I am now, and the one that spawns on a planet, one of each of these. So how you find that out is you have to find an A or S class cabinet, and then you reload on this planet, head to the cabinet and see what the seat of this planet would be. Do that with the next one and with the last one. So if you reload on this planet and head back to your A or S class cabinet, you will see the multi-tool that is available for each of these planets. So one problem is that you never really know what really the class seat of the weapon is. So just to make it short, if you found the weapon of your choice anywhere in a C class cabinet, it won't spawn as an S class. That's just the basic rule to remember. So you can forget everything else. If you find this weapon of your choice in a C class cabinet, you won't find it as an S class cabinet. So that's about the classes, and now we come to the means you would need to find these things. I will shortly explain on the planet about the compass. In case you don't know, I just go to the next planet because it's just near. So usually if you go for the search for the minor settlements on a planet, you will go into your first person view. That would be this cogwheel and then the one on the right, and then you would see on the left area behind the lever that says, in this case, unknown planet, undiscovered, minus 1.60, minus 156. Chat recommends you would choose the 0 position of the planet to start there, because now you're seeing on the top I'm heading north, and whenever this turns to be south, I just made it around the planet. So I would be at the starting point again. So this would make it easy for you to search. He recommends starting there to north. If you made it around the planet, go northeast and go on like that. If you are very unlucky, you just don't find it. So yeah. But I don't think, because it's random, so I just start where I hit the planet, maybe place a beacon there so I know where I started, but I just have to remind myself I will head somewhere the point on the top of the planet where north becomes south. That's the same on the Earth. If you fly north to the North Pole and you fly over it, you will be heading south again to the South Pole. That's how it works, and it's nothing different here as well. So you just know what I'm talking about, I guess. So now I will head back to the space station to show you the means you would need to to accomplish your search. You will want to have these planetary charts, the one with a house in it, that will lead you to minor settlements and other things, but I'll come to that when I'm back on the planet. You would want to find some galactic trade terminals on the planets that will sell you these navigation data. That would be these. And you can trade them in at the guy next to the teleporter into these planetary charts. The thing is, you can buy them, but I guess that doesn't really work. So you can buy a planetary chart for 15 nanites. Let's try that just for the sake of it. And it will give you just one random card. So there is no choice which chart you want to have and how many. So it's better to have these navigation data, then you can really choose. You go to exchange the data, and then you have the option to choose this card, this is the third one, and how many. So it will turn red if you have reached the limit, of course. What you could do if you have maybe 100, you can just set it to 5 and click on X until you reach the limit, instead of just doing this, going up and down, whatever you like. But now I could buy 7. I would do that maybe, and then they will appear in my exosuit. And I usually move them over to my spaceship, because this location is the first your cursor will hit. So if you go to the menu, it will be there. So it's the easiest way to have the stack of planetary charts just here, that you can easily pull them off. So Chad really doesn't use them. He doesn't recommend using these charts, but I'm doing it if for some reason I don't find the minor settlement I want to be, or the next minor settlement in the system. So if I'm just flying too long on my planet that I don't find anything, I just use these charts. Now I'm trying to head to the system I've been, because now if you're going to the planetary search, you will decide what planet you want to take to look for the multi-tools. And so these are the 3 planets in the system. So what I'm just doing, I try to find them the smallest, so that I don't have to make too many miles, kilometers, whatever, to find the minor settlement. But it's somehow a little bit disturbing sometimes, so maybe a bigger one would be okay as well. But you should look for a planet that has no water on it, so that is disturbing a search, because you always have to cross these oceans, lakes, whatever. And with a planet that has no storms, or at least few storms. So I decided for this one, and I'm using markers to save points I've been to that make sense in my case. So this one is marked a minor settlement with oh, there's another one. I will have to look if I've been to this one, because it's very near and it's really uncommon, so really good for this video. And I will try and land here. And obviously, if everything's rendered fine, I haven't been to this minor settlement yet, because what I will do, I will show after I watched into the cabinet. So I will have a look what class is in here. So it is the C class again. I can't use it. It doesn't bring me anything. So what I do is take my multi-tool, and this is why I have this other one with a terrain manipulator equipped. I just make a pillar here. Yeah, it's ugly, and it's somehow telling the system, fuck you. I didn't say that. That it didn't give me the right minor settlement. So I will just head over to the other one. I marked, that would be this one. And now you can only see I created this little small pillar here as well, because it's not the S class. So it will show me if I, for any reason, head back to this station. Oh, I have been here already. I just can hop out the ship. That will remove the marker, and I can scan for another one. But I will show you it anyway, because this is what I found. And so far I didn't find this multi-tool as a C class, so that somehow proves for me that it is available as well as the S class. So now it suddenly makes sense to go for the S class cabinet in the system, because I found this one. Yeah, I know it's not available on many other planets as well, but it's a nice experimental multi-tool people might want to have. So what would be next? So if I'm starting here, and this is maybe not my 0 position, not the 0 position of the planet, you will just have to choose your heading. So if I say, okay, I want to head north, I have to remember that I want to head north, whatever comes. So yeah, this is the one I guess I've been just to. For whatever reason, it did not render my pillar. Maybe it's a different one that's just next to it. So I will land and see what's in it. How about off the ship? Okay, it's the B class, but it's at least not the C class. So this is an A origin. So this will appear in B class, A class, and hopefully S class, until I disprove it with finding it in a C class. That would make it origin B, but I guess it is an origin A that shows up in B, A, and S class. So I will continue my search north. Oh, I didn't create the pillar. I should have done that. Yeah, but just to keep this video as short as possible, and just continue my search. So what you do on your fly is just press the L3 on the PlayStation controller. You know what it is on your system if you play on an Xbox and PC, and you will just see these points of interest pop up. But I will fly a little bit under the clouds to have a nice view. Do this in third-person view, so that you might see these landing pads of the minor settlements in your environment. So there's usually two things you want to know to find, and this is the one perfect. Is either the minor settlement itself or this waypoint. So every waypoint will lead you to a minor settlement. So let's just land. Let's see what it gives us. Bam, scanning the environment, and there should be a minor settlement nearby, now being marked. Bam, there it is. I will head back to my spaceship. Heading towards this. Are there two things marked? Oh yeah, this is the minor settlement, and a shelter would be the other thing. So it's quite far away. Why ever? So I will fly out and head back. Yeah, it's near the shelter, I said, so I would head there. So if you're pulling out these planetary charts, you would get either thing of these. It would be a shelter, maybe. It could be this observatory. It could be the signal tower thing. But if you don't delete the points of interest, only delete the one by going there, what would be the minor settlement, it would find a next minor settlement in your next search. So just leave the other ones, these shelters, and that being there, so that you can keep on searching. Oh, this says me, oh, I have been here already. Okay, now I can just show you what I'm talking about. I will pull off this chart now. It says nothing found, but you can do that again. If you have plenty of these, it will find something at some point, maybe, usually. Sometimes you're unlucky, but this is, what was it, the 5th, 6th, 7th, or whatever try, now found something. Why ever that happens, I didn't move, I don't know if it just extends the search radius or whatever it does. Nobody really knows, I guess. So if you know, just write it in the comments what that does. But now you found another one. And if you, this is just in the area, so I just could take it. But always remember to keep your heading. If you just don't find anything in the neighborhood, just keep on heading north as you started. And if you made it around the planet, yeah, choose a different heading and keep on until you find the S-class. And what you want to do there is, yeah, maybe just leave a comm station for other people, go into your first-person view of the ship, and there you see it behind this level thing. It's 44, 46, 55, 69. Note these coordinates for other people that they can find it. And always remember, you have to reload on the planets or wherever. So let these people know on which planet you reloaded to show up this gun. This gun is showing up because I did not reload anywhere. So if you come to a system by any means, so if you're using the teleporter, if you're using a warp, so with your freighter or with your spaceship, or if you're going through a portal, the first thing you always see in these things, in these cabinets, if it's not a planetary different one, but these ones in the A-class, S-class, whatever, will always be the pool of the space station. So if you had to save on a planet for whatever reason, because you had to go to breakfast, whatever, and you return, you should go to the space station and reload there to see this gun again in the system, system's cabinet, for example here. So now if you going further and you scan again, it should give you maybe another one. So usually you would keep your heading direction and see what you find, and if you don't find anything, just take another planetary chart to find it. So what else is there to mention? Yeah, set it with the planets. So this planet has only a few storms. Okay, that's okay to find it. I like, for example, these planets with fungal molds on it because it's really clean. There's no dust around. You can see minor settlements from miles away. Okay. Yeah, I guess that should be all for that. So scan once in a while. If there's nothing, yeah, okay. Pull one of these charts. Maybe it finds something in your environment. Sometimes it even finds it on different planets. That's a little bit ugly. But then I would immediately go to the surface of this planet where you're just flying, set another beacon in a different color, maybe that you see where you stopped searching. Then you can head back to that and go to your route you left. So this found me another one. So let's end this video by watching what's in here. Yeah. And if you found the S-class, you can just go to any planet and reload and see what else is in the pool. So depending on the planet you last reloaded on, there will be something different in the A or S-class, depending on the origin of this one. So this one, as a C-class, it will show in the C-class. This will never appear as an S-class. This could be a B-class origin that it would show in C, B, or A, but it will never be an S-class. But I guess nobody will want it anyway. So yeah, that will conclude it for this video. I hope I didn't forget anything. Feel free to ask me in the comments on the Interstellar Index, wherever you might find me on PS4. Feel free to join our chats or parties on the PS4. Okay, that's it for now. Take care.